Hello everybody, welcome to the full moon in Capricorn report. We have a little bit of a double whammy this time, and there's going to be 2 Capricorn full moons as well, so something exciting going on here. So we've also got our solstice, so depending on what hemisphere you're in will depend on the solstice that you're in. Okay, so our tagline for this full moon is let the moon in Capricorn illuminate inner emotional landscape so that you can be healthy and whole. We have our full moon in Capricorn on the 21st or 22nd of June it's at 9:08 p.m. Eastern Time. It's at 6:08 a.m. Pacific, and at 2:08 a.m. on the 22nd of June in the UK. It's at 1 degrees and 7 minutes of Capricorn. This full moon in Capricorn is opposing the sun in Cancer at the same degree point. This is the axis of safety and security with maturation. Okay, so it's asking you to mature, and it's asking you to look into that. Are you ready to take responsibility for your life? Grow up, mature, step out. What has been unclear to you is going to begin to reveal itself with this full moon in Capricorn. This is the first of 2 full moons in Capricorn. The next one will be in July. They are going to give us the opportunity to elevate emotional and spiritual maturation. You are not helpless. You have the power in you to move your life forward, to do the things that you want to do, and to elevate your life. Being at 1 degree, this moon is telling us that we're beginning a new trajectory. We're beginning a new journey. We're called to balance the Cancer-Capricorn polarity. Both of these signs link into family and conditioning that we have had since we were children. This links in to our journey and how we create safety and security in our life on all levels. Amazing, beautiful moon, and it's really going to help elevate you and assist you as you move forward in the next phase of your life. Capricorn is ruled by Father Time, Saturn. Think on how this is linked to the way that you father yourself. Each one of us has an inner mother, Cancer, an inner father energy. Look inwards. Bring your attention to the adult aspect within you. This links into your confidence or lack of it and how you go out into the world, because Capricorns are concerned with how you go out into the world. There is a wide arc opportunity for us to recognize how we are loving ourselves, parenting our own journey and our life. This full moon in Capricorn gives us ample opportunity to understand how we are good at this, what needs an upgrade, and how we do the upgrade. How do we do this? How do we become emotionally elevated, evolved? How do we do that? Also, Capricorn and Cancer are linked to the conditioning that you may have allowed within your body, okay, to create limitation and detachment from truth and our personal essence. To create a healthy essence, this moon calls us to break down old, tired ways of coping and bring in new behaviours that elevate our growth. The moon and sun are both square Neptune, okay, during this full moon, which is at 29 degrees of Pisces. This is linked into the call of the spiritual mastership. We're being asked to wait as the door closes on many areas in your life that may have been distressing you. This is a time to think shift, possibly in direction, in space, or life experience. There is confusion in this, I want to add, so I'd wait it out and remembering that the opportunity is coming around again, okay? Because this Neptune square creates a little bit of confusion and maybe some things that need to be healed. This moon will illuminate a sensitivity to the world around us too. Let's not sugarcoat this. A square like this one asks you to check into your boundaries. What needs attention? And you know, it's really interesting because in the my blog, there's a picture of a woman hugging a dog, and it's kind of like finding that self-care essence within you. Opposing Venus and Mercury, this full moon asks us to really go inwards. Are we aware of what we want and desire? Meditate on what you really require to live the life that you would want, okay? Venus is at 5 degrees in Cancer, and it asks you to be aware of what you're doing on an emotional level. Also, I'd be aware of the transformation that's being offered to you, the transmutation that's being offered to you. There's a lot happening here in this chart. Mercury, as ever, stirs up our mind and emotions. We are being called to understand the two sides of the coin. What is rational? What isn't rational? This Mercury lets us understand that our healing is valid and our feelings are valid. We are allowed to have them, and there is nothing that we need to feel ashamed about with how they come through for us. The full moon wants us to tune into our own behavior. How are we being irrational? How are we relating and expressing our feelings and our emotionality? Do we have patterns that, sorry, I can't read the word, that cull us into, well, I don't know what it means. Okay, do we have patterns that make us enabling or codependent? We're being called to really recognize the way that we are perceiving the world and our world events with rationality and understanding. Did you notice now that I am using notes, but they're on the screen now? Do you remember I used to have my papers? I thought that was a little bit archaic and I needed to move on. This is a good moon to lean into gentle, kind self-care. You deserve it. You deserve to be loved and understood. It might be an idea to ask yourself how you have been told to work with your emotions. Are you allowing yourself to feel and to express tenderness and also to be vulnerable? Take this opportunity to learn who you are in an emotional sense. How do you want to express your emotions and be with yourself? I would say some inner child work could help you here. You could come and work with me and do some inner child healing. I would love to work with you that way. If you are interested, check out www.selfloveselfcareassistant.com and come do a healing with me. So now we're going to do our tarot for this full moon in Capricorn. I'm super excited to be doing this one for you because full moon in Capricorn is quite an exciting moon. Okay, so we're doing our cards from the original Rider-Waite Tarot deck by A.E. White and designed by Pamela Coleman Smith. And I get 2 cards for the full moon. So without further ado, let's get our 2 cards. Ooh, wow. The angels wanted to give me so many cards. Let's just get 2 angels. That one there. Okay, let's see what we've got. I'm always very excited by these cards because they give us a little bit of idea about where we're going and what we're doing. Bear with me a moment, my screen was just, there we go, that's a bit better. The screen was shaking, wasn't it? I don't know if it's still doing it, I hope it isn't. Okay, oh, so we've got death. Now I want you to understand why you've got this card, and it's very key here. It's very, very key in this moon. You're being asked to end things. You may look back, you may stare a little bit, that's okay. But what this moon is saying is it's time to elevate your life. It's time to stop being in the old resonance frequency, to die to the old, let the old go, and step into the new aspect of you that celebrates your potentiality, that opens the door, that sees bigger things in the smaller things, and recognizes the life that you deserve to live. It's also saying to me, it's a kind of, the angels are saying to me, it's a death of your old emotions. Your old way of emoting and feeling is going to change, and you're going to start feeling and seeing things in a different way. And angels are saying to me to tell you, death is a constant thing. We go through cyclical death every single day, and then every single month, and then every single quarter, and every single year. I mean, every birthday you have, you die from 15 to 16, that's a death. Once 15's gone, then from 30 to 31 you're dying, you're releasing, and that's what this is. This is about releasing. It's like the nectar of the flower or plant where the leaf falls off the tree and goes back to Mother Gaia. This is the same thing for you here, but there is a sense of you looking back to understand what you need to change, what you need to close and what you need to heal. And then you step into the Fool energy. Now, there is a sense of immaturity about the Fool energy, but here I'm seeing it in a different way. I feel like we have the sun and the moon connecting in together. And what we're getting here is the idea that the immaturity is a good thing, because it's you literally being your younger self and starting a new trajectory. You're going to embrace a youthful aspect of you like the Fool, celebrate that win, and go into life as a new version of yourself, because the old version is no longer, that person's not capable of going into the next stage. So take this, recognize your gifts that you need to release, what isn't going to serve you, and step into a theory. The angels are talking about abundance, and they're talking about you having it in a high level and working with it in a higher frequency. They're also talking about new beginnings from a space of naivety, almost like beginner's mind, and they're saying that's going to support you as you move forward in the next space. Now, do remember, they're telling me to tell you we've got 2 Capricorn full moons, so there will be more of this, there will be more information, and it's coming very soon to a theatre, or I should say to a YouTube channel near you. Okay, so the ultimate note here is responsibility. Are we responsible for the way that we receive something and how we respond to an emotional trigger? Can we find a way to understand as opposed to putting the blame outside of ourselves? Of course, this may mean that we need to be honest and open and upfront and bring all of the feelings that we have center stage so we can talk about them too. This phase of the moon occurs at 1 degree and 7 minutes of Capricorn, and it's going to affect those planets that are approximately 0 to 5 degrees of the cardinal signs, which are Aries, Cancer, Libra and Capricorn, and 27 to 30 degrees of the mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius and Pisces the most. Now, if you have both, you're going to get a double whammy. Do look after yourself, do take care of yourself, and do make sure that you're feeling okay as you move forward. Now we have our full moon release. Let this Capricorn full moon be a time when you get rid of anything that you do not need. As in, declutter your physical space, let go of limiting beliefs related to your emotions, and also any clutter that like clothes that you don't need, books that you don't need, that kind of things. But remember, you've got a trajectory here. This is happening twice. So you've got time to elevate into this space and to do this. Also, it'd be really good if you journal your emotions. What's coming up for you? How do you feel? How would you like to feel? What are the emotions that are coming up showing you? Journal those questions and ask yourself how you're going to deal with your independent, autonomous self as you move forward. Lovelies, that is your full moon report in Capricorn. I do hope it's brought you some information that you needed and helped you as you're going to go along in your journey. I'm always excited to bring these reports out for you. I am getting a little bit better with my reports. Still studying astrology. It's a long, drawn out process. I am sending you all so much love. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've got this far, I'd be so grateful for a thumbs up and maybe some comments, anything. You could say anything you like. I'd be so grateful. I am sending you so much love. Do subscribe if you feel called to, and check out the videos above if they're of any interest to you. I'm sending you love, and if you want any healings, any sessions with me, do check out my website, www.selfloveselfcaresystem.com. Sending you so much love. Bye everyone. Namaste. Bye.